A live look at Bill Snyder Family Stadium. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. It's the Baylor Bears and the Kansas State Wildcats. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Hollywood with the latest on the weather.
This is a bright and beautiful day, but I can tell you the temperature is chilly. Not always used to these kind of temperatures here. They are ready to have some heaters on the sideline. I see players trying to warm their hands. Particularly important for the wide receivers. They do have gloves on, and the quarterbacks trying to keep their hands warm. We'll see how it impacts the passing game here today. Reese?
Keep that Super Doppler cranked up there, Holly. We'll look forward to it. The Bears ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Johnson looking to throw. Left side is Fields. And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, and I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out. You can feel comfortable getting the football as many ways as possible because he is one of those matchup problems. Linebackers aren't going to be able to run with him, so try to find ways to maximize that little guy's speed and athletic ability.
He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Yeah, nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception, but there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense. It's usually because of their lack of hands, like you just saw.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Motion from the wideout. Snap from the gun on third down. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force them into a fourth down.
Well, they try to throw for it there on third down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
They drag him down, and good coverage that time by the special team. This is a designed run. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
And I'm not surprised that they're giving him a touch early in this football game, too, because you've seen it throughout the season. Like, they trust their QB to run the football, especially in big-time situations. We'll see that throughout this football game. But he's already over 500 yards. Like, that's really...
There he goes to the left. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Baylor. Once he got some room, it was over. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. Oh, do you just hate to see it? Blew the extra point. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The Wildcats come out to get things going on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Rides to the back. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
And runs like that are like body blows in a boxing match. 4, 5, 6-yard gains early turn into 20, 30, 40-yard gains later. They really wear down defenses, and they test their physicality.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Throws to the wideout. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Punt is on its way. Trying to get started. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Baylor sends out the offense to go to work. Always a positive to put up early points, and they'll try to add to this 6-0 edge. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Throwing, Lagway. Caught over the middle. It's Freeman. Gain of 6. They're looking at 3rd and 4.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later on.
The Power Cats have powered up the noise to try to help this defense on 3rd down. Now here's Lagway. He's got his man across the middle. Goes down immediately, but that's just what they needed. It'll be a 1st down. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Just had a solid pickup on 1st. Now let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Keeps it moving. It's Field. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Lagway from the gun on 3rd down. Out wide left, it's Freeman. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. They emptied the roster, put every receiver they had out there, it seemed, and they were able to pick up enough for the 1st down.
Yeah, when you do that with all that speed on the field, you spread it out. What do you got to do? Find the matchup. Find the speed advantage with one of my wide receivers. Get that good matchup. Get the easy 1st down.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Just going to keep it after the snap. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the 1st down.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Keep it on the ground. Turning it on. And he's dragged down. They'll mark it at the 19. Into the red zone. It'll be 1st down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Quarterback will keep it. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Baylor! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run.
13, Kansas State, 0.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. One final play before the end of the quarter. Looking for room, it's Jackson. Defense makes a stand as the clock runs down to 0. That's the end of the period. Baylor is on top, and they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Johnson wants to throw it. Got his man down the middle. Plows through the defense. He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. A designed run for the quarterback.
And this guy's been a weapon throughout the season, man. You've seen him, the ability to throw the football and make plays, but also, just like on this play, man, with his legs, he's going to make you honor them. So he's got that dual threat ability, putting a good season together, man. Inching closer to that 1,000-yard rush mark, that's a big feat for a QB.
Line getting set on second down. From the gun, it's Morris. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. How about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. 4th down, Lagway. There he goes. Inside the 40. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that 4th down.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
Left side, it's Miller. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Baylor!
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And they tacked on the extra point.
Kansas State, 0.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. They really need to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. Quickly out to the tight end. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. New set of downs after the completion. Johnson looking to throw. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And they'll take over first and 10.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll run it to the right side. Oh, he's got some space. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Here's Lagway to pass. Max got it on the screen. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Bears! A great catch and run for 6. On to attempt the try. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They got the ball in great field position and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. Fielded in the end zone. It's Lockett. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Snaps it. They'll throw to start the drive. He's got it. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And that's a situation right there where the quarterback is just taking what the defense gives him. The defense is taking everything away down the field. Just take the easy throw underneath.
And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
He'll get rid of it. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. Breaks into the open. Headed to the end zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Bears! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on the extra point. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown.
Kansas State, 0.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Lockett. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. His drive will open from the 15. Johnson wants to throw it. Out wide left, it's White. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Keeps it on the option. The ball is out behind the line. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Now the defense will try to rise up on 3rd and short from the... And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast, he's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Lagway wants to throw. Rushes on. Fires to the tight end. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple. And the Bears are in the hurry-up. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Just missed on the connection, incomplete. 3rd and long coming up. From the gun on 3rd down, Lagway. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
The Bears will send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And he can't quite get it down or out of bounds. It's into the end zone for a touchback. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Johnson looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Right side, it's Manning. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Looking to take a shot. He's got it! We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, welcome into the Week 13 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. So many seasons on the line. We start with a look at Ohio State taking on the number 5 team, the Michigan Wolverines. And it's the home team looking to come out on top in what has been a high-scoring affair. And I love that neither team fears this moment. Gotta see which defense is able to make a stand. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside Sunbelt.
The Bears offense makes its way onto the field. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Right back to the well. Makes one man miss. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
He'll run it. Ball is loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. They knocked him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense.
And man, sometimes you'll see that with these quarterbacks. They like to run the football, but they don't get hit in practice. So they're not always used to carrying the football and taking hits. Down the field, he made a nice play, but then got hit, gave the football up. That's a big turnover for this defense, and really nice hustle downfield coming to fall on the football.
Quick give. It's Jackson. He's got enough. Turning it on. Inside. Touchdown, Wildcats. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
And the extra point was good.
Kansas City, 7.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers.
Open field on the right. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game.
And obviously this offense has had their way, getting the huge lead. And now, when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
D coordinators down the road that have to play this offense, man, they're going to have nightmares because this unit has so much speed and so much skill. At running back, receiver, tight end, the quarterback making good decisions, it is so tough trying to stop them and prevent explosive plays. This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Quarterback keeps it. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Hey, guys, I'll be really curious to watch this offense down the stretch and see how they handle this. They've got a big lead. They can probably just continue to run the football. I like how the running back stayed in bounds right there, too. Keep the clock moving. Or do they like their numbers? Do they want to continue to put the gas pedal to the floor, be aggressive, try to score points? Be interested to see how they handle this situation.
Well, that was pretty easy for the quarterback, right? You just need a few yards to pick up that first, so you find the tight end, put it on his body, let him go do the work, and you keep the drive alive.
And the Bears will snap it on 1st and 10. Flagway fires to the wideout. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Moving the pocket, it's Flagway. This one's complete. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
Out wide right, it's Miller. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Third down from the gun, DJ Lagway. Got his man. And he got it oh so close to that 1st down marker, but they still have a little work to do. It'll be 4th down.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake, check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was 2 guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to let that running back catch that football.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Bears!
In a 4th and goal situation, bring in the beef, the goal line package, all the heavy guys, the tight ends, and just pound the rock when you need it. Running back falling forward, getting the touchdown. Offense just went big on your booty.
And right down the middle. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Wildcats sending their offense onto the field. They haven't had a whole lot of production nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far, and if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Touchdown, Bears! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
He made that look a lot easier than it is. When you break on a football, you got to see it and go at the perfect angle. The free safety leaves his spot, goes and gets it, and then does the hard part, takes it back to the house for 6.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll ride him again. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Johnson wants to throw it. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And they can't complete the bullet pass on 3rd down.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the late in the 3rd quarter. They're down on the...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Got to make the play on 4th. Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trickles to the ground.
And listen, obviously, you know, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on 4th down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time they weren't able to come up with it. Be curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
They'll run him again. He's stopped. Very close to putting a bow on this one. Gives us a minute to check out the top 25 here in the final week of the season and to wonder what type of impact this result will have on these rankings. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. This quarterback part of their running game. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going. Moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
Man, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate, and listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Wildcats come out and set and ready to go. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
I'll tell you, this running back, he is running behind an offensive line that is playing in unison right now, doing a great job communicating pre-snap. They're getting hats on hats in the run game.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Running inside. It's Fields. Defense all over him.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
The Wildcats are marching down the field. Toss sweep right. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Quarterback keeper. Fighting off the defender. He'll be forced out of bounds after the nice gain on the run.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run him. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
And the Wildcats have it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Leaves it with the back. And he's swallowed up immediately, stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
2nd and long here. Right back to it. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long.
And that play had no chance. And you sell pass, and you want to sneak the draw in there. The idea is to get those defensive linemen, Palmer, running up the field. But it's almost like they knew what was coming, and they shut that down quick.
Yeah, and so you're running the play. It's not going to be a great look defensively. As a quarterback, then, you've got to do a real good job of trying to sell pass. And I think he just hurried it a little bit too much. That play didn't look like it was going to have a chance anyways. But the quarterback, he's got to be a better actor on those draw plays.
Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation.
And a running game can be really hard to stop when you got so many guys that can do some damage. And this defense is taking some licks. This QB's made him look silly